track sprinter out of the way. Track sprinter at that moment. What's up, everyone? It's your girl, TheKyannaSimonee, and I am back on your screen. The reason I'm back with another video. It's kind of been long to me. It feels like it's been long to me since I've been on your screen, but I'm back, and as you can tell by the last video that I posted, it was the Labor Day parade. In this video, like I said, I'll be doing the part 2 to that, which would be covering the shooting from the Labor Day parade, aka why I'm never going back. So I'm just gonna hop right into this video. Subscribe to my channel, turn on the post notifications, and let's get to it. As you can see in the video, I was having fun. I was with a bunch of my friends, and we were like going through the parade, going through the floats, having a good time. There was a point, it was probably like the last clip or the last 2 clips before I actually started to explain the shooting, that we were kind of in this standstill of people. We're kind of on this sidewalk, just like watching floats go by. Because at one point, yes, we were in the parade, and then we decided to come out of that because it just got too hectic, it got too crowded. The float that we were walking down with was just too overwhelming, and they like were dancing, but they were like pushing each other too. So I don't know if that's how they dance. I don't know. Listen, I don't know every culture like that, but they seemed like they were having a good time with that pushing and shoving, but it was too much for us, so we decided to come out and stand on the sidewalk. So standing on the sidewalk, there's also a lot of, you know, fun going on. You're listening to the music, so you're dancing, you're grooving, you're moving, and out of nowhere, you just kind of start to see people run, right? So I'm like standing this way, and you kind of just start to see people run that way, and we were just like, oh shoot, they're shooting, like it's time to go. My friends took off, so I was with 2 people, and then I was with my other friend who was with other people. So it was like a combined total of 9 of us. We were all scattered in different places. So my friends took off one way, my other friend took off the other way. So I followed my other friend at one point just to start running. And I remember running and seeing people running in front of me, just being like, this is how people die. This is how people get trampled. This is how, you know, bullets start to fly and you don't know where they're coming from. It was really nerve-wracking to see, because like you see these kind of things in movies. You see these kind of things in TV shows where people just start running and people just start getting trampled. And I didn't see anybody getting trampled, but I was like, what if somebody got trampled? Like there was enough space for people to run kind of freely, but also people were kind of running towards the sides and not really down the middle. And I really don't know what that was about, but I just remember seeing people run and run and run and run and run. And as we were running away, police officers were running towards the situation. Now, I ran and then stopped and then saw my other 2 friends run across the street. So I ran after them to make sure they were okay. So we jumped over a gate, we jumped over another gate, we ran all the way down the street, we ran all the way back to their house pretty much, just to get away from the situation, just to get away from the crowd, the parkway, whichever. We ran all the way down. And as you can see, that last clip in my video before this one, where we were talking about shooting in the parade and us running, so I didn't know they lived that close to the event, so we kind of just went back to their house. But I was just telling my other friend earlier how like it was a good event, I had fun, but like I don't think I would do this again, just because there was too much people and the crowds got really overwhelming. And I'm not a person that shy away from crowds. I like being around a lot of people, but in that particular instance and in that particular moment with that shooting, I was like, I'm not doing this again. Because this parade, like the West Indian Day Parade, Labor Day Parade, however you want to call it, is very known for like the violence. It's very known for the shootings, the stabbings, the fights, things like that. And I was really shocked that nothing had happened up until that point. I was like, okay, like I get to finally mind my business. I get to finally like come out and like not experience that. And I would never want to experience that, you know, and I wasn't going there to experience that. And then I did. And I couldn't believe I was so close. Guys, when I tell you like I was here and like, I can't even explain it, but probably the shootout was like not too far from me, or at least not far or far close enough where we had to start running. Like that's pretty close for people to start throwing out the gunshots, right? And oh my God, I'm not thinking about it as I could have died because I'm still here, you know, bless up, praise the Lord. But like, I'm still here, but like, imagine if I wasn't still here, right? Imagine if something did happen. And in big events like that, it's just like, damn, like why? Like what causes, you know, there's a lot of drugs going on, there's a lot of alcohol, there's a lot of weed going, and that's not an issue, you know, in parades like this. And what I've noticed, there were so many cops on all of these corners and so many illegal things happening that at that point, the cops, that's not what the cops are worried about at that point. The cops are worried about the violence. The cops are worried about the stabbings and the shootings. The cops are not really worried about the weed and the alcohol, which is crazy because on any other day, they would have been worried about the weed and the alcohol, right? So I'm not saying that weed and alcohol played a factor into the shooting, but it could have. But you never know what could have happened, why somebody felt like they needed to shoot out like that. I guess I wanted to come on here and talk about the shooting just to be like, be careful where y'all go. Like, I knew this was a thing, but I didn't think it was gonna happen to me. And having to run for my life like that, y'all, I would have never thought I had to run for my life like that. Like, never. Like, when I tell you I was track sprinter out of the way track sprinter at that moment, because y'all, you just had to do it. And I don't know, it's a one and done for me. It's a one and done. I went, I experienced it. I even experienced the drama of the shooting. I'm done. I'm not going back. If you don't think it can happen to you, it can happen to you. So just that shooting alone has like changed my entire perspective about the parade. And again, I knew it could happen, but I just didn't think I was gonna be in the middle of it. That is all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, or if you didn't enjoy this video, hope you guys took something away from it. I'm not saying never go and experience a parade. You know, it's always a good experience, and people go out every year knowing that this can happen. So I'm not gonna say don't go, I'm not gonna say don't experience, but what I would say is to be hyper vigilant, because I didn't see the shootout. I just saw people running, and so when you see people running, you run. So I would just say be hyper vigilant, but I did have a good time regardless. I hope the last video showed how much fun I had, because up until that point I was having a good time. That is it. I will see you guys in the next one. Subscribe to my channel, turn on the post notifications, leave a comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.